guys, this is going to be my first makeup video. Excuse my lighting, it's really bad. I'm sitting in front of my window hoping that the natural light helps me today. And I'm also not wearing anything on my face at all, and I look completely horrible, but it is what it is. Makeup does wonders, right, ladies? So I was just going to show you guys how I achieve my smoky type eye that I do. I've had a couple compliments and people asking me how I do it. So I figured I would show you in this video. So obviously I've started out with a clean face. I have an amazing sample of Bobbi Brown moisturizer and I love it. I'm going to go buy the actual bottle of it. It has such a cooling sensation and you can really feel it go into the pores. And I used to never use any kind of moisturizer on my face, but my face has been getting so dried out with the weather being as weird as it is and, you know, being hot and cold and not knowing what's going on. So I just start out and I put that on my face first. Then I am going to put on my Lorac, which I need to get more of this. It's about in its last leg. Lorac Porefection Mattifying Face Primer. I was told at Sephora that face primer is a must. I used to never use it, but ever since I have, I really like it. I feel like it makes my makeup last longer and it helps it to set in and stay in place. So even though it's a little costly, this is the one that I prefer to use, and I love it. So I start out doing my eye makeup first because I get a lot of fallout under my eye, and I hate that I would have to like put my face makeup on and then apply my eyeshadow, and then all this fallout gets on my face, and then I have to redo my face makeup. So I start out doing my face makeup first, and I'm going to use my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. An original. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on the lid, which this is on its last leg too. I need to get new of everything. So I just put that on my lid and then this on this lid. I use a good amount. I love this stuff. This is something I will never go without because it just really makes the eyeshadow pop and makes it to stay in place too. Then of course just rub it into your eye. Okay. So now that that is on, I went out and bought this a couple weeks ago. It is a Makeup Forever 9 Artist Shadow Palette. This is what it looks like. It's a little messy when I open it up, but this is what the colors are. And I'm so sorry about my lighting. It's so blah in here. But I love it because it has such a variety of golds and some browns. And then, of course, it has the black, which is what I'm going to use today for the look that I'm creating. I also went out and bought a Sephora set of brushes, and I'm sorry I don't know the name of them, but it came with face and eye brushes. And the main two brushes that I use are the Blending Shadow Brush and the Precision Shadow Brush. And I still also use a lot of my brushes that come with my eye kits, like my Naked palettes. This is one of my favorites. It's from the Naked 3 because it has the blending brush on one end and then the more like firm brush on this end for shading or applying to your crease. So I definitely utilize those a lot too, and they're fantastic brushes in my opinion. So the first thing I'm going to do is I put, I guess you could say like a base on my eyes, and I'm starting out with this color here. These do not have names on them like the Naked palettes do. They actually have numbers, which is kind of weird. But I'm going to use this color here in the top corner, and I just press it onto my brush. And then I start to pack that on to the eye. And as you can see, I already have fallout coming under my eye, which is a normal thing. So I'm going to do this eye. All right, so I have my base on each eye, which is like a white, you know, regular base, I guess. I'm now going to use my precision shadow brush, and I'm going to pack some of this black onto it. The black color, which is here. And I start about the middle of my eyebrow, right here, and I try not to get the fallout, so I slowly, just lightly pack it into the eye, into the crease area. Now I use like a cheat way because I'm horrible at winged liner. So I'm going to actually make a line of my own over here, and I just kind of go straight up and out, like I make a point. I even on the corner, I come down a little bit onto the lid. Okay, so as you can see, that's incredibly dark. So I'll go ahead and do the other side, and then I'll blend that in, because I'm definitely not gonna leave that like that. So like again, you start in the middle and you just work your way out. And I use more of like a patting motion. Like I said, I really make sure I get in that crease, because you don't want any gaps or anything like that. Uh-oh. Losing my brushes. So then again, I'm gonna do my line. Up and out. Now I'm just trying to kind of even out my points here because I have one side a little more pointy. Okay, so the next step is obviously to blend because this is very dark. I'm going to take the blending shadow brush, and I don't want to blend this way obviously because then it's just going to come out onto my face, so I'm just going to make sure I keep it coming into the inner corner of the eye when I blend, and I'm going to just do like a windshield wiper motion back and forth like this. And I personally like it. I like my eyeshadow to be kind of darker on the outer corner and like kind of fading in the inner corner. So now I'm going to blend this side in as well. And if black is too intense for you, you can obviously do this with a brown color, like a light brown, a dark brown, any color that you want. And it would look really good with anything. This is definitely more of like a nighttime or evening look. I mean, I wear it a lot, but that's just me. So as you can see, that looks, we can't really see that good in this light, but that looks a lot more blended and not as harsh. The lines aren't as harsh. So now I'm actually going to basically just kind of even these out a little more as far as like intensity and evenness, because this side is kind of messed up. So I'm just gonna fix that. Okay, that looks better to me. All right, and now I'm going to highlight the top and do my inner corner. So I'm going to use the white that I used originally here, and I'm gonna put it on any kind of shadow brush. I'm gonna use this one since I used my other one for the black. And I'm going to just go from this start of my brow to the end. And the same on this side. And I'm actually going to use gold on my inner corner, which is right here for me, the one that I'm going to use. And I just kind of press it in right here because it brightens your eye a lot, and I kind of bring mine up a little bit, and I just use my finger to blend that in. Okay. My lighting is so horrible in here. Definitely need to invest in better lighting. I thought sitting in front of my window was going to help. Okay, so I've done that much. Now I'm going to line my eyes. I'm not doing a wing because I'll probably mess it up. My wing is still in a work in progress. I have not had the best luck with achieving a wing all the time. But I do love this eyeliner. It is Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. Fave ever. I always use liquid on my upper lid. I never use a pencil. So I'm going to now line my eyes. So don't mind this. This might be a weird angle here. And I start from the inner corner and I go to the outer corner. As you can see, I have a lot of fallout under my eye right now, which I will get when I do my face. But yeah, it looks like I have a black eye and I've been beat up. Okay, so I'm gonna line my eye from outer, or inner to outer, I should say. Okay, and then I'm gonna do this eye. Okay, good enough. And when this is all finished, I'll try to get in better lighting and show you because it looks really blah in this lighting. So I'm going to line my waterline. I use Urban Decay 24/7 waterline pencil, and Legend is the color. It's black. So I'm gonna just line something in my corner of my eye there. I always have to wear eyeliner on my waterline. That's like my must. Because I have huge eyeballs, so I feel like if I don't wear it on my waterline, that I look like an alien. I actually kind of look like an alien right now. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to do my brows. I don't really draw them on. I just kind of fill them in a little bit to make them show up on my face. I use the Anastasia Brow Wiz in Soft Brown. I don't think this color is right for me though. I think it's a little bit too light because I do have pretty dark eyebrows, but it works okay. So what I do is I start at the beginning of my brow and I just use a flicking up motion. And you don't have to press hard with these Anastasia pencils, which is nice. And I've actually used this in the Anastasia and the it was in a container like this before, and it was like a gel type of brow liner that you actually had to paint on with a brush, and I think I like that better than I like the pencil, honestly. I feel like I don't know, I just feel like the coverage was better and I had more control over that because I was utilizing a brush. Okay, so I finished this eyebrow and I just kind of brush my hair all into place there on that side. So as you can see, this one is definitely more prominent now versus this one over here. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Like I said, you just use a brushing up motion. I wish I could figure out how these girls, like in these makeup videos, do their brows so awesome. I think mine just need like reshaped or something, because they never look as good as these makeup artists. Like my girl Jaclyn Hill, I wish I had her eyebrows. Amongst other things, because she's gorgeous. Okay, so now I'm going to make sure I just get all this here filled in. Brush my brow into place. Okay, so now my dark brows are done because I have really dark ones. Okay. Okay. I had to touch that up. All right, so now I'm going to go and do my face. The first thing that I do, and I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but this is how I do it. I use NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer Favorite. I will never use anything but this. And I actually have 2 tubes because I'm running low on each, and I'm just trying to make it last as best I can. And I'm going to get this pesky under eye area that is awful on me. I have the worst under eye area of anybody. I have dark circles. I have bags. It is, I don't even know, but it's just horrible and it runs in my family and I can't stand it. So I go all the way in like that with my creamy concealer. And I know it looks like a lot, and it is a lot, but honestly, when this is all done, it doesn't appear that I have like caked makeup on my face. So I use it there. I also use it on any red areas or zits. I use it around my nose right here because it gets red there. I also use it in here in the eyebrow area. And I just kind of bring it up like a fountain type thing. So for my foundation, I use Makeup Forever HD in, what's upside down? 125 equal Y 315. I don't know how they do these colors. They're so crazy. But I just use the stick and I put it directly on my face. In any spots where I haven't put my, oh, my under eye concealer. Okay. So I've already wet my Beauty Blender, which I swear by this. This is what I use. And I just start patting. I use my pointy end for up here to get in the under eye area better. I know you're not supposed to rub. I have a bad habit of doing that, but kind of have to in some spots because it just wants to set. And but this concealer is so incredible. Like, I've never found anything, and I know it doesn't look perfect. My under eye area really never does, but it is so much better than any other concealer has ever done for me for my under eye area. And I know that we're all different. You know, we all have our own products that we swear by because they work for us individually. But this is definitely my thing that I won't ever use a different concealer under eye product because I love it so much. So now I'm just making sure I'm blended. And the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use some powder on my face before I do my highlighting and contouring. So I use Makeup Forever Pro Finish in 115. I use this. Some people like the brush. I can try it with my brush. I don't really ever use a powder brush, but no, I'm just gonna basically set that foundation. That way it's not so shiny. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I was trying to make this a shorter video, but apparently it takes me like a half an hour to do my makeup. Okay, so now I'm going to do my highlighting and contouring. I couldn't remember. This is my absolute favorite product. I'm excited to tell you about it. So when I went and bought my eye palette that I showed you, there was this girl in there, and all the girls in Sephora and Ulta, well, most of them do their makeup absolutely incredible. And I saw this one girl had like a perfect contour and highlight, and I was like, please share with me what you use because I need to buy it. She swears by this. It's Kat Von D Shade and Light. I already own the Anastasia contouring kit, and I like it, but I don't. It's very... I don't think it's easy to blend, and it looks dirty when I put it on my face, in all honesty. This is amazing. I bought the brush separately to go with it. It's specifically for this. It's the Kat Von D brush, and it's so cool. It shows you, like, this side is to shade. Oh, I'm backwards, sorry. This side is to shade, and this side is for the light. So obviously anything you want to shadow, you're going to use this side, which is for your contouring, and then your little highlighting areas is for the light, which I love. I was like, couldn't have made that easier for me. And this is what it looks like inside. So I mostly use the middle colors. The yellow, obviously for my under eye area, is amazing to set that. And then I use this to contour my face and forehead because I have a huge forehead, so I like to give it the appearance of being smaller. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and put this on my under eye area, and I just basically pat that in, and I feel like it's so similar to the MAC Banana, which is, I know what Jaclyn Hill uses a lot on her under eye area, and it just is nice. It creates a nice set to the under eye without looking too yellowy. And I kind of carry it across the whole, like right here in this area. And just set that. Okay, so now I'm going to do my contouring, and like I said, I use this middle one here. And I'm still learning this, so it might not be the most perfect thing, but I know it takes some time and some practice. So I'm going to go right here at the cut of my cheekbone, and I just go up. I just keep blending that. Which luckily for me, I have pretty prominent cheekbones. I don't have to, you know, do too much to find them. And I'm going to do the same thing. Oh, I'm doing it the wrong way. Same thing over here. So I have a pretty nice cut going on each side, but a shadow, whatever you want to call it, contour. And now I'm going to do my forehead, and this is the easy thing. I just go around the whole outside of it and up top in the middle. And I just go like that. You can add more and make it as dark or as light as you need. And then I just kind of blend it in so that it isn't like a harsh line for that. And that creates that little shadow there so that the forehead isn't as big, I guess. I don't know. I feel like it does. All right, and then under the chin here. Now I'm going to do my highlight. Love sparkle. It's my fave. Okay, and don't be upset with me, guys, but I refuse to throw this away. This, I actually have to move my camera so you can see this. This is my Becca highlight, and it is in Moonstone, which is my fave, and it still works just fine. I use my finger, though, because it's broken, and I don't want to have this flying everywhere. But I highlight like the top of my cheekbones up through here. I highlight my nose, the bridge of my nose, and I definitely highlight right here, the Cupid's bow of my lip. This gives the appearance of a bigger lip, which I need because I don't have big lips at all. And now, just kind of blend that in a little bit with my finger. Now I'm going to do my blush. I'm going to use my small contour brush, is what it's technically called, but I use it for blush. And I use my NARS Orgasm, which is another one of my absolute favorites. And this is what it looks like. It has like a gold, pinky color. And I just do like the apples, but I go up too. I do the apples on my cheeks and I go up. And that just adds like a nice tint to your face, I think. I forgot to do my mascara, so I need to do that right now. This is my favorite mascara too. All the products I've been using lately I've fallen in love with. So I actually went into Sephora to buy Better Than Sex mascara because it's amazing too, but they were out of it. So the girl there recommended this. It's Christian Dior Extase is what it's called. And I actually like this better than Sex. It was a couple dollars more. I think this was $29 for this. But as you can see, I have like, average lashes. They're blah. And I am not the kind of, I think that this would look awesome with fake lashes, with falses, but I can't ever get them to go on right. They fall off all the time in the inner corner. I mean, it's a rarity. Like, I'll wear them for special occasions, but I just don't, I'm not an everyday falsie wearer. I can't do it. Plus, I wear contacts, so they irritate my eye too much. I know some people also curl their lashes. I do sometimes, but sometimes I don't. And I really love this mascara. It very rarely ever gets clumpy with me. And that's a pet peeve of mine, is like clumpy mascara. And I also do my lower lash line. I feel like it gives you an appearance of a more awake eye. So as you can see the difference in each eye, like, no, you can't see this in detail very well because my lighting sucks for the 5th time. Definitely gonna invest in some better lighting. All right. So now that is done, and the final thing is my notorious pink lipstick that I wear all the time. This is Magenta Luster. It's a Luster Matte and Sephora brand. I really like it. It does tend to get on my teeth a lot, so I have to, check for that all the time. But it's a really pretty color. It stays on all day. It is a dryer because it's a matte, but I mean, it's not like a blah dry where you can't stand it. But yeah, this is definitely my favorite shade that I've tried so far. And this is like $14, which really isn't too terrible. So I used to never wear lipstick, but I'm very glad that I got on that wagon. As you can see, on the teeth. That's a trick you can do to get it around off of, I guess, the inside of your lips so it doesn't go onto your teeth. And then it usually takes a minute or so to dry. Okay, so I'm done my makeup. I have to work on this mop now that needs a new color and a cut. Looks terrible. But I'm going to try to turn this around so that I can show you this in a better light. That's a little better. All done. And thank you guys for watching, and I can't wait to make another video.